weeks ago, and Richie, we're going to look at the Barcelona midfield from the first game in Paris and how it malfunctioned so badly.
We've been watching this Barcelona team for years, and in midfield, the thing we're used to seeing them again and again is keep the ball brilliantly better than anyone else do. But what they do really, really effectively is they close down space and deny space for opponents probably better than anyone, because they hunt in packs and it's all done very collectively, and when it's in full flow, it is so hard for the opponents to create any space. You just stop it here. So the starting position in your midfield four, it's all well and good. Neymar's joining as a forward position. They're fine. The distances between the players are grand. In a moment now, just keep an eye on Iniesta. What he's going to do is he's going to make break run to close down the ball, which is fine in itself. That's what you want your players to do. But look how slow his teammates are to react when it does happen. We'll play it on here now. Iniesta's there weighing up his options. He's about to go. To stop it there, and then this huge space in the middle of midfield has now been created. That wouldn't have happened against Barcelona teams in the past. They just didn't do that. So you really had to work hard. Play it on here. This ball now into Di Maria's feet. One piece of skill, he's now got options. He plays Cavani, who is Meunier on the outside, and all of a sudden your striker has a ball at his feet 20 yards outside, and your keeper has to make a save.
And that example was early enough in the game. It was after 20 minutes, but more and more during the match we saw Barcelona punished time and again.
There were several examples of the exact same thing, and this is one of the most costliest ones. They're 3-0 down at this point and they're closing down. But watch what happens here. As a result of one thing, Meunier, the right full, gets around Neymar. Again, no big deal there. But look, all of a sudden, their entire midfield is completely out of the game. They're out of position. There's no defensive shield whatsoever for their back four. Clear that and run it on. This shouldn't happen. Again, you think of how much space this is opening up in front of them. This is a Barcelona team in the knockout stages of the Champions League. Watch this fella here, Meunier. He's never had this much time in his life in a game. He's looking to the right, he's looking to his left. He can weigh up his options. He picks Cavani out. He does a really clever run. His diagonal runs created problems for them all night, and it's a goal. That kind of shabby midfield presence, we're not used to seeing that at all. If we see it again tonight, there's no way they'll keep a clean sheet.
Didi, when you see that, that last example with Meunier is an incredible kind of indictment of the way they played that night, Barcelona.
Yes, it is. And when you talk about Barcelona, we see the man Messi, we see Neymar, for all the brilliance they've got going forward, where they've probably been better than anybody else, where people probably didn't give them credit for, is how they manage games. Game management, what to do the right things at the right time. Now we see a situation here, you're 3-0 down. Do you need to score a goal? You don't need to. You could do with one, but you don't need to score a goal because it's still game on. If you concede a fourth one, makes it a lot harder. One goal, 3 or 4 is a huge difference. And we see Busquets ahead of the ball. The right back's got the ball, and Busquets is on the same level, if not ahead of the ball. And they're 3-0 down with a few minutes to go. And this is something we hadn't seen of Barcelona of old. And then they were up against a team a couple of weeks ago who had a quality, who had they were clinical enough to take their chances. And they got beat fair and square, because I think on the night they probably deserved to lose 4-0. And they've it could have been a lot more. They had one shot on target, as we said, and they've got a mountain to climb. But as Liam said before, if one team is capable of doing it, it'll be them.
Were you surprised?